Okay, so I am recording this video late night, but whenever you are watching this, it may be in morning, maybe in evening. So good morning, good evening, or good afternoon, whenever you are watching this video. In this video, I'm going to share about my Advarisk interview experience. You can see in the slides the details about the company. So Advarisk is nothing but basically a startup in Pune, Baner. It offers you a package of 4.5 lakh to 5 lakh and roles it basically operates in Python language. And the roles they offer basically data engineer, backend developer, and there was one more role that was a web scraping role. So what they were offering is they were offering 10K stipend. That is standard in Pune. If you go at any join any startup, it's standard that you get a 10,000 stipend for 6 months and a potential PPO conversion of 4.5 LPA to 5 LPA. So I would tell you about the process. So the process started with first round. The first round actually it consisted of 5 rounds. I was sitting for the data engineer post. The first round consisting of basic Python questions. I have the sheet of basic Python questions. If you want the sheet, then please comment sheet down. After that, after that I cleared it. So it was a very easy test based on just normal syntax, normal loopings. And if you just know the data structures in Python, you can easily clear the test. Now, the round two, that was L2. It was a face-to-face interview. Now, this round was quite grilling, but however, the management of the company was good that my number came at around 1 p.m. in the morning. So it was the person who was taking my interview was a good industrial person and he had a good industrial experience. So mine was a quite grilling interview as he asked multiple questions and in-depth solution of the given questions. First of all, I was also shocked that you are a startup and you are asking in-depth questions. So I believe that, okay, I would get some basic questions, get some normal. If I would tell the brute approach, they would be satisfied, but it's not like that. So the first question they asked me about difference between a tuple and list in Python. Previously, they also asked me about my internship at SJP. They also asked me about many things related to differences in Java as well as in Python. And they also asked me about to implement inheritance in Python and explain oops of Python is different from oops of Java. There is one more question which is not written here. They also asked me about to print A and B and the addition of both of them in a similar function. The another question they asked me was about what is similar to pointers. If we talk about pointers, pointers exist in C++, but pointers does not exist in Java. But in Python, what do we have in case of pointers? So this question was also there. Another question which they asked me about, can you explain about pass by value and pass by reference in Python? So that was one more question. But a major question third was explain different types of joins and solve an example on it. So he gave me an example of 2 to 3 tables and he explained me to explain first told me to explain joins and then I solved an example on it. However, he was not that much satisfied, but I gave a good approach. So he was okay with it. Fourth question was given a list, find the peak element. If we see this question, the most new approach to this question is nothing but the maximum element lead code standard question. So basically nothing but you loop through an array, you keep a max variable at integer minimum. And as you loop through the array, you store the array element in the max variable. And then you keep changing the max variable as any element encounters is greater than that max variable. So it's a typical linear search approach first. Second is actually this question is of binary search, a standard binary search question. So first I showed him linear search. Then he was not happy. He told me to optimize it. Then I told him binary search approach. Then he was okay. Then he asked me that whether you can take some extra space and optimize it more. So I know that binary search implements in big of log n, but heap implements in big of log k. So I explained him the heap approach. Then he also gave me one more forwarded question in detail that if we have an array of elements consisting all ones, what will be the output? So simply the output will be one. If you solve it with heap, you will get the answer. And I think he was totally satisfied and very impressed, quite impressed with my logic, which I provided to him. Going to the next slide. So the L2 was basically a bit more chill and relaxed interview. In L2, basically the first question was given a string containing duplicate characters, and you need to print the frequency of characters. It was a typical hash map question, not so difficult. Second question was which ETL tools do you know? explain any one of them. Now, this was something quite confusing because according to ETL, if we talk about ETL for data analytics is different. ETL for just Python is different. And if we talk about ETL for data engineering, it's totally different. So it was a confusing question that I thought that which was the tool. So I majorly told him about many tools, but he was not that much satisfied about it. Third was the second highest salary of an employee. Again, typical question from SQL, lead code question. The third question of SQL. Next, fourth question was written a specific part of list given a condition using map, filter, and lambda function. Now, function, so it's pretty simple. You know, you are given a list, and from that you need to find the elements which perform a certain condition. So what you do is, you know, BAME data structure, and you know, filter. Filter, what filter will do is filter will basically take out the following subarray to which condition you need to add. So inside filter, you have to just give a lambda function for that given condition, and you have to just uh, give the array name. Then you will get the specific result. After that, I have not received any feedback. So possibly I hard coded, one more thing, I hard coded each and every program in Java because my primary language is in Java, and the company works all on Python. But then also I explained all my codes in Java and also wrote the code in Java. So, but I believe that they have not selected me for the next round because they were in need of a Python developer. So they may have selected another candidate having primary language as Python, which would be more beneficial for them, I think, definitely. Then there were L3 and L4 rounds that are typical CEO and CTO rounds, which are managerial ones, and just they would ask you managerial questions. So I would also tell about one more paragraph that is outsider review. Actually, many students from our college have gone through the process of this company and are selected in this company. So they have given me a review. The review is basically many students what they faced is their offer got revoked after 2 months, which is alarming because if you have an internship sem and your offer gets revoked, it's very difficult to showcase the 5 months internship semester card grade, uh, and if you don't showcase it, your whole year get moves forward. So it's basically if you don't show your 5 months of internship card, then you have to take forward your internship sem, and it will be like you have to work for extra 6 months for your degree. So that is an alarming situation. Second, the people were doing which were doing job told that complained about the work pressure environment, that work pressure is so much that you have to work so hard. So I think that's something which is okay because it's a startup. So if working hard for long hours is typically not that much regarded. Next is office is somewhat small. So if you are someone who is dreaming of a typical corporate office which has also food, which also has some setting area, which has a good area where you can click pictures and upload on social media. So I don't think this office or this company may be for you if you want such kind of office expectations. So that's all about the review. Thanks for watching up to this. If it helps any one or two persons or two students at least, then I think I would be so happy. So thank you.